Miami Dolphins dominated the Bills. I just saw a Bills fan walk by.
Oh, God.
And they're not happy about it. Why do the Buffalo Bills have such a hard time with the Dolphins, guys?
Why, Noah? You were there.
Yeah, tell us the story, Noah. What happened? What happened on Sunday? You were there. You sent us pictures. They weren't good pictures.
It's a divisional game, right? You have a divisional matchup. Your team absolutely stinks. You have nothing to lose in this game, right? You lose, you're supposed to lose if you win. Wow, big. Okay, I'm going to say it again, and I've said this. We've been podcasting for a year plus now, but I've been saying this before that. Tua, the quarterback, okay? When he isn't pressed to either win a game, pressure situation, or come back in a game, he's lights out, okay? So they get off to a great start. That game was over. And I've said this before. He gets out ahead. He plays with house money, and he plays great. When he has to press and he starts making plays, and you saw it, even as the game got closer, he started pressing a little bit, and then he started making mistakes to get him back in, but their defense did such a great job. They couldn't get back in, and they run away with it. That's the MO of that guy. He can play when it's just like, let's go out and play. When they're supposed to lose the game, he plays good. Any big game. Look at his big game record. It's horrendous. But this one was different. It's a big game, but it really wasn't because they're really out of it already. Yeah. So he's playing on house money.
Or are they?
Are they? God, don't start this.
Okay.
Have you seen that schedule
the most epic part of this whole thing, okay? So
I'm joking.
The most epic part, after I fire off, like, I don't even want to say the amount of money that I fired off to take my darling daughter.
$800.
Okay. So love her to death.
Spoiler alert.
Great father-daughter bonding time. We get down there. She has her Bill stuff on. I go in with the Eagles jersey on, right?
Oh, no.
What else would I wear down there, right?
Of course,
okay, so I bring in the Eagles jersey. It's us. We're sitting with all the Buffalo Bills fans, thousands of them. They took over the stadium. It was probably 70-30. They're getting their butts kicked.
Oof.
So we're in the third quarter, and they got nothing to cheer for. And then they break out the tush push. They break out the tush push. They push it for a yard. I stand up in front of the whole crowd and yell to the Bills fans, and I said, "You're welcome." And I got a thunderous roar of applause.
Why are you the way you are,
The tush
Noah?
push in that moment was eternalized with me and the crowd, and they cheered me on and thanked me for what is the tush push.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Buffalo. It didn't turn out the way it is.
Yeah.
That was a big news. That
came out of
Miami. A sight. And that and 2 rows up, there was like fans, like Bills fans punching each other. I don't understand how that gets to that point.
They saw that.
Yeah, they do that. So, that game, it poured down rain. Like, it's hot there. Josh wasn't on point. Haley's yelling, "Come on, Joshy, get your stuff together." Like, he looked like he was out of it in some other world. And they just gave the Dolphins the business.
He was probably thinking about that movie with his wife. And
I don't know what he was thinking about. Maybe he's distracted because the other Haley was there.
His point is that Tua is a great front runner.
He is.
Which I agree with you on.
100%.
Now, if you listen to the podcast last week, I was the only one this panel that said take the Dolphins on the points. Now, in no way did I have a scenario where the Dolphins win that game. Okay, so I'm not going to claim that part. Okay, but I say take the Dolphins on the points. Having said that, the graphic said something about the Bills and their playoff hopes. Are they alive?
What graphic?
Well, it was a little while ago. It was just there a second ago.
Bring that up.
Here's the thing. They're going to the playoffs.
That's the worst graphic we've ever had on the show.
Look, the hopes, they're going to the playoffs.
Are the Bills' playoff hopes over?
They're going to the playoffs. They're going to the playoffs.
Who came up?
My criticism of the Bills has been the bigger picture. They are supposed to be the SBOB team, Super Bowl or bust, okay, at this point. And with the AFC being wide open as it is, that is their goal is to get the Super Bowl right now. Anything less than getting into Santa Clara this year? SantaLara is a game.
I don't know.
Yeah. You should know that. Aren't you going there when the Eagles
Philly
get there?
Just be there, but I don't know where it's at.
You
can play it in the infield here. You can play
anything less than that is a failure. And we have to start looking at Sean McDermott going forward as whether he's the right guy for this job. Because if they slip again this week, we'll get to the picks a little while ago. If they lose Tampa this week, that seat gonna get real hot.
Buffalo has no wide receivers, and their defense stinks right now. That's where we're at.
Well,
they literally have no.
Haley
tells me. She tells me she's like they don't have anybody. And yesterday they signed Hardman, right?
Yeah, Mecole Hardman.
All right, I send it to my daughter. She's a Bills expert. She gives me all the Bills information. He is. He shouldn't be because based on his stats, I was like, oh look, Hardman, this is good. And then I look up his stats and I said, just kidding. I sent her the stats. He has like 400 yards in the past 3 years. So, like, they made mistakes. They didn't pick up. They needed a guy. They needed somebody to stretch the field. They could not stretch the field.
They were a team that should have been aggressive last week in the trade deadline, and they did not do that, and now they're going to pay for it now.
And Tua still stinks. He threw 2 picks. They got away with it. Like,
listen, the Dolphins. I joke around. Like, the schedule gets really easy next couple weeks, but they're going to lose probably 2 of those games because they're the Dolphins. Yeah, That's what they do.
Yeah.
So.
Well, one of the fun stories. I mean, obviously the Noah standing up talking about the tush push. I heard many news stories about that. But the other one was that Mike McDaniel has not denied
this is awesome.
Trolling the Bills fans at the Elbow Room.
Or confirmed.
Yeah, that's a restaurant that was.
I didn't think he had it in him.
Yeah.
Mike McDaniel in that moment was me.
I'm
that petty. I am that level of petty.
I am now a fan.
I am that level of petty. I probably would have bellied up to the bar at some point.
It's funny. I thought about you.
That sounds like a very Noah thing.
Noah was
very
in the
back seat, screaming.
Yeah, it makes sense. Whatever.
Tell him, Mike. Tell him.
Yeah, he hasn't denied that he did pull up to the Elbow Room, which is a Bills place. Yeah. I mean, I can only imagine if we had Bills fans in the paddock, him pulling up to the paddock valet and screaming at everybody. But it's not like the Elbow Room.
Why is he? So isn't that where the
Panthers?
Wait,
yeah,
are they a Buffalo bar?
Yeah.
Yeah,
they are.
Did
Marchand come from Buffalo? Yeah, right?
From Boston, right?
Oh, yeah. Boston?
Okay.
Same thing.
Marchand, the hockey player,
Wait,
right?
why are we celebrating at a Buffalo bar?
I don't know.
Because that's what they do, I guess, down here.
But I'm a fan of I'm a fan of Mike McDaniel. I hope he stays. If that was really him,
you have fun with that.
It wasn't the capris, it was the trolling.
Well, he could have went for a swim and not gotten his pants wet. He could have went up to his knees.